was just cooking. And then,
You been good?
little headache. It's all good, you know. I bounce back quick. I'm resilient, man. We had this convo. I'm resilient, but you know, we gonna see what happened this weekend because I know I'm not letting niggas leave Vegas without seeing me. So we'll take care of that before the weekend's over. I know that for sure.
Hey, Camron, you still running your mouth out there, Oos? Talking about I ain't gonna leave Vegas. Hey, today's Saturday, Oos. I'm a Saturday ass. Yeah, pull up, man. You know where I'm at, Oos.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV.
Listen, y'all, we have a major update on the ongoing controversy between Jey Uso and Camron that you absolutely need to hear right now. That's right. Last week, the whole world watched Jey Uso attack Camron live on It Is What It Is in front of everybody. Apparently, Camron was not feeling that interview one single bit and made some comments that rubbed Jey Uso the completely wrong way. And just like that, Jey grabbed Cam and threw him straight to the floor without any hesitation. Now listen, a massive number of people believe this attack was staged and carefully set up for something much bigger connected to WrestleMania. And Camron pretty much confirmed that energy on the very next episode of It Is What It Is, telling everybody he would be getting his get back on Saturday without any question. Yeah, well, hold up, because everybody was locked in and waiting to see Cam actually pop up and deliver on that promise. And that moment never came. Just moments ago, Camron came out saying he did pull up to WrestleMania, but something unexpected went down before he could get anywhere near that building. Now, for anyone who missed exactly what Cam said in his post directed at Jey Uso, he made it crystal clear he was there and ready. Cam said straight up that Jey was pump-faking the whole time, that he had police and everything else blocking him from entering the building, and that the moment he got within 2 blocks of WrestleMania, the cops told him flat out he would be arrested if he came anywhere near that stadium. But he made it known he was heading to his brother's show that same night, and that they could get it shaking immediately after, telling Jey directly not to say he was busy since he finished his first fight at 3 in the afternoon. Now that right there is Camron's official explanation for why we never saw him show up at WrestleMania to get that get back against Jey Uso. And you won't believe how comfortable Jey Uso looked inside that arena the entire time while all of this was unfolding. According to Cam, law enforcement told him he was not stepping foot anywhere near that stadium. And with that established, Cam redirected the energy and said they could run it back at the show happening later that evening. And I have to be honest. The moment I saw Cam get snatched out of that chair, something immediately told me this was part of something significantly bigger, because Cam essentially just absorbed the whole thing and took it, which is not something you do when the situation is genuinely real and unscripted. And shout out to Shy for standing up on that desk in the heat of the moment, but let's keep it completely real. If that was a genuine unplanned attack, everybody in that room should have immediately had something to say and something to do in response. So people naturally assumed Cam was going to make a dramatic surprise appearance in the middle of that ring at some electric moment during WrestleMania. And it simply did not happen the way anyone envisioned. And according to Cam, police presence was absolutely everywhere surrounding that building, making it nearly impossible to get close. Yeah, so who knows, y'all? Maybe there is still something being carefully put together behind the scenes that has not revealed itself yet. But as of right now, Cam is saying they can run it back later that same evening at his homie's show, and by all indications, he appears to be talking about Lil Wayne's event. Either way, the energy is still very much alive, and I genuinely cannot tell you with certainty what they have cooking, because this whole situation has been unpredictable from the jump. A lot of people were glued to their screens all day just waiting and watching to see if something would actually pop off, because the stakes on this felt enormous. You even had iShow Speed out there jumping off the top rope and going completely insane. So the entire atmosphere at WrestleMania was already at a fever pitch. I expect the unexpected, because as of right now, this was only day 1 and day 2 is still on the table. But according to Cameron, Jey Uso had law enforcement stationed throughout that entire building. And listen, I will be completely transparent with y'all. I did not think the situation was genuinely real from the very beginning anyway, because if that was real and unscripted, there is absolutely no universe where you let someone do that to you and then calmly wait until Saturday to respond. You are not leaving that building. WrestleMania or not, nothing else matters until that situation gets handled right then and right there. The fact that everything slowed down and security stepped in so smoothly told the whole story immediately. So people were fully expecting Cam to show up and collect that get back. And instead, here we are with zero payoff and more questions than answers. Now you have Jey Uso on the other side, basically wondering what happened, because Cameron had guaranteed loud and clear that Jey Uso was not leaving Las Vegas without coming face-to-face with him first. So what exactly changed between that promise and right now? Maybe something still pops off later tonight. Maybe something develops tomorrow. Nobody actually knows. But, as of this moment, Cam did not show up and get that get back against Jey Uso. And that has everybody scratching their heads trying to make sense of the explanation being offered. And I will tell you exactly what sealed it for me from the very beginning. At the start of that clip, you could clearly see Cam counting down. 3, 2, 1. That alone had that unmistakable promo energy written all over it. So I am fully expecting a better and more satisfying explanation to surface for why we never got that payback moment, because you cannot go through all of that buildup and all of that loud public promising just for absolutely nothing to happen at the end. If that situation was completely real, the get back happens immediately right there on that set. Everybody present would have been involved. It would have been the first ever It Is What It Is Royal Rumble, and we genuinely could have broken the internet with that moment. But instead, everybody waited, Saturday came and went, and Cam came up empty. So y'all let me know. What are your honest thoughts on Cameron and the reason he gave for not showing up at WrestleMania tonight? See, do you actually believe all of this is legitimate? Because I am going to keep it fully real with you. I genuinely do not know. I am sitting here watching everything develop in real time just like you are. But from the moment I saw that original interaction and watched Cam hit the ground, I said immediately, this is staged. And now here we are at 11 at night and absolutely nothing has happened. Jey Uso is looking completely unbothered and comfortable, while Cameron is out here telling him to pull up at a totally different location, as if the pressure of the get-back is not entirely on Cam's shoulders, because he is the one who got thrown to that floor. Jey Uso is not out here searching for Cam. Cam has to go find him. He guaranteed it publicly on It Is What It Is, and said Jey was not leaving Vegas without seeing him. He even had Freaky Zeke out there talking about putting Jey in a full Nelson and hitting him with the elbow. And we got none of that. Not even close. Somebody in these comments needs to give me a real explanation for why we did not see Cam get that get back. Because this is not adding up. Drop everything you are thinking down in the comments below and let me know exactly where you stand on all of this. I will keep y'all fully updated as this story continues to develop. Until next time,